Hello and welcome to Shae's Sanctuary, a peaceful space that inspires personal evolution. By participating in this practice today, you acknowledge that you've reviewed the class disclaimer at shaesterrett.com/disclaimer, and you are participating in this class at your own risk. Thank you so much for being here, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a therapeutic yoga practice that's designed around the theme of awareness. Awareness is one of the most powerful tools that we can possess to shift our relationship to ourselves and to the world around us. Once there is awareness, there is choice. And once we can make new choices in our lives, it can have a profound impact in how we live, love, and prosper in our relationships, in our home, and in our careers. During this class, we'll be starting with some embodied movement to bring sensation into the body. Get the heart beating and get the breath going. Then we'll move into some postures for edge, and then we'll slow down and drop into postures that invite an experience of just being. And we'll close with a guided meditation. As we move through this practice, move in a way that feels right for your body. Know that everything is optional. You're always in choice, but that there is intention behind everything we are doing. If there's any desire, joy, or resistance, or any other thought or emotion that might arise throughout this practice, just notice it. For this practice, you'll want to be near or able to move toward a couch or sofa. To begin our practice today, we're going to start in a standing position. If you aren't already there, begin to make your way up to standing and travel with your body. Be aware of your body as it moves and connect with the floor beneath you. Notice the connection of the feet, body, muscles, bones stacking on top of each other to bring you into this standing shape. Take a few breaths and just notice. Notice now, the body now, the breath now. Breathe in and breathe out. If it's available to you, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Receiving breath and releasing breath. And as you start to exhale, see if you can make the sound ha, or let out a soft sigh. So we inhale through the nose, exhale, just notice what that feels like in the body. Bring one hand to your belly, just below your belly button. And as you breathe in and breathe out, feel your belly expand with the inhale and draw back with the exhale. And let that exhale get louder. Maybe the exhale can get louder and longer and bigger. And you are invited to take up space energetically, physically. You're invited to make noise and notice what it's like to be able to make noise and take up space and be bigger. Just notice. If any thoughts, emotions, or beliefs arise, just notice. Come back to body, come back to breath. And stay with those breaths, but release the arms down by your side. And with an inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Yep. And with an exhale, release the arms down by your side. Inhale, reach the arms out in front, up towards the ceiling, and exhale down by your side. And stay with that breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And then start to take this breath out to the side as you inhale the arms out and up and exhale down. Inhale the arms out and up and exhale down. Notice that different range of movement in the arms, the shoulders, the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. And then in some way begin to add your lower body into this. As you inhale the arms up and exhale, fold down towards the floor, maybe bending the knees, and then inhale, come back up. Be aware of the choices that you make, about keeping the legs straight, bending the legs. Notice what feels right for you. And breathe in and breathe out. Be here now. Aware of breath, aware of body, aware of choices and sensations. And stay with this movement. See if you can let it build and get a little bit bigger, a little bit louder, a little bit faster. Inhale up, and next time you exhale, drop down, fold over your legs, soft bend in the knees, and grab onto opposite elbows with your hands. Notice letting go of effort, letting go of doing, and just rock from side to side. Find a way to move your body side to side. Be aware of your body here in this movement. Inhale and exhale. And then release your arms. With your next inhale, begin to slowly roll up your spine and see if you can be with each part of your body. Be aware of each part of your body as you roll back up to standing. Feet pressing into the floor, ankles and shins and calves activated, pressing into legs and hips and pelvis. And then rolling up through each vertebrae, feeling the torso get long, the shoulders lift, the head comes up last, and you return to standing. What's happening now? And here in this standing shape, begin to march in place. Just beginning to lift one arm, one leg at a time. And notice the side that you chose. And see if you can connect this movement with your breath. And again, make this movement your own. Make it big, make it loud. Take up space. Be aware of your body here. And then begin to speed this up. So maybe the breath becomes a little bit quicker. Maybe you start to jog in place or run in place. What's a way that you can make this movement a little bit quicker, get the breath flowing a little bit faster? I know it might seem silly, but just know that no one can hear you, no one can see you. You are in your own experience, just bringing sensation and movement into your body. Be aware of yourself, being aware of yourself, being aware of your body, being aware of thoughts, sensations, discomforts, and joy that may be present. Another breath or two here. And start to let this go. Let your arms come down by your side and flash a flashlight of awareness through your body. Notice the sensation that is speaking the loudest to you. Maybe it's a discomfort, maybe it's a comfort. But bring your hand there and connect with it. Notice this connection and communication of self with body through sensation in the body. Just breathe into that awareness. Breath in and breath out. We're going to start to move into our first posture, and it's through this posture that I'm going to begin to invite you to explore what we call edge in our Phoenix Rising Therapeutic Yoga practice. And edge is a place of not too much, not too little. It's a place of comfortable discomfort where you can take some deep breaths, be aware to your body, your moment-to-moment, breath-to-breath experience. And while we never want to invite pain into our experience, there may be discomfort. And that's okay. So for our first posture, I'm going to invite you to take a wide step out with your legs and begin to turn your toes out. And you're going to inhale and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And just notice here, notice now. And we're going to start to turn up and turn down our edge. And we're going to notice if that feels like a stretch or a sustaining or any other kind of sensation that might emerge in your body. And so moving with breath, I invite you to inhale, reaching the fingers towards the ceiling even more, and then exhale, begin to bend elbows and knees any amount, drawing them together. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, lower down. And lift and lower your arms. Bend and straighten your legs a couple times. And begin to notice where sensation changes. Just that first start of a change in sensation. That might be what we would call a soft edge. And then maybe you drop down really deep and you notice more of a hard edge. That would be a place that would be really difficult to sustain for a long time. Maybe you just take a breath there so it's familiar to you, so you have that sense of this is too much. But then come to that place in between. Your edge is going to be different from everybody else, and your edge today may be different than your edge yesterday or tomorrow. Just be with your edge today. And pause there and breathe into it. Begin to establish your edge. Breathe in and breathe out. Being aware of your body, being aware of your edge. And embrace your edge here. Say yes to it. Yes to edge, yes to body, yes to your experience now. Be aware of you, being aware of you at this edge. Be aware of your body at this edge. And then begin to let this go. Straighten the legs. Bring the arms down by your side. Notice now. Be aware of that space between the past and the future in your body. Notice letting go. Notice if desire is arising or curiosity about what comes next. But come back to now. What's happening now? And then staying in this wide stance, begin to reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and this time begin to fold down towards the floor, coming into a wide forward fold. And again, explore the edge here. You can lift the arms and the torso up. You can lower the arms and torso down to change the sensation and turn up or turn down your edge. But find a place where you can establish your edge, a place where you can be for several breaths. And notice how that edge shows up in your body, where it shows up in your body. Notice that. Be aware of it. As we drop into these still places, it's common for the mind to wander. If the mind wanders, just notice that. Come back. Body is an anchor. Breath is connection to body. And then begin to let this go, and in your own way, begin to come back up to standing. And notice how you do that, the choices you make along the way. Be with your body as you come back to standing. Maybe we call this neutral. What's it like to be back here in neutral, in your body? And then begin to turn your right toes towards the front of your mat, facing away from you. And turn your left toes towards the wide edge of your mat. And then you're going to reach your arms up and out to the side. And just notice now. You're going to begin to bring the right hand down to the right leg. Bring the left hand up towards the ceiling. And I invite you to go slowly here as you begin to slide that right arm down the right leg any amount. And notice how sensation changes in your body with this movement. Maybe you slide up and down the leg a couple of times to explore edge. And then find a place where you can land, where you can embrace your edge. Say yes to it, breathe into it, be aware of it in your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice now. Breathe in and breathe out. And then begin to lift yourself back up to center. And notice the choices that you make to come back to center, to neutral. And I'm going to invite you to bring your body into this shape on the other side. But stay with me. I'm going to invite you to move a little bit slower as we do that. So I'd like to offer you the opportunity to move into this shape using a chair or the sofa for support. And so find your way to that furniture, counter, chair, anything that might be able to support your left hand. And then come into that wide stance again. And this time your left toes are going to face forward, and your right toes are going to face toward what would be the wide edge of your mat, if you're no longer on your mat. And again, reach your arms up and to the side in a big T. And begin to open and close your fists. Notice how much you can squeeze your fists and then how much you can release them. really extend through the fingers and the hands. And maybe you connect this with breath. The inhale, you extend, and the exhale, you bring them in. A small, subtle movement. Notice now. And then begin to move the wrists around in some circles. And then begin to connect left hand to left leg. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then slide that left leg down just enough so you feel that first change in sensation. Breathe there. And with each inhale and exhale, lower down, maybe just an inch at a time. And eventually you'll let that left hand land on the sofa or the chair, the block, whatever prop you may be using. And notice what you'd like to do with your right arm. Just be aware of that right arm for a moment. Does it want to stay extending, reaching up towards the ceiling? Does it want to come down to the hip? Notice the choice. Be aware of your body and how it communicates with you. And then find a place where you can find stillness. Drop into this shape. Allow that edge to be present. And the edge could be something that shows up in your body, or maybe your edge is the stillness or the quiet. Be aware of body here. Be aware of breath here. Maybe you can even close your eyes and bring that awareness within you even more by letting go of the world around you. What's happening now? Is it still? Is it quiet? Is it loud and distracting? Is there ease or is there fidgeting? Just notice your experience. See if you can name it without labels or judgment. Just witness whatever is arising. You being aware of you, being aware of you. Then begin to let this go and come back to standing and move slowly back up. Maybe even slower than how you went back down. Notice what it's like to move slowly. Be with the journey and let go of that destination. As you move with awareness back to standing, step your feet together and bring your body down onto the floor. And we're going to use that chair or that sofa again as a prop. And as you come onto the floor, you're going to rest your back on the floor. You're going to bend your legs so that your legs make an L shape and your calves are going to be resting on the chair or the sofa. Notice how you move your body, how you bring your body into this shape that's been offered. Notice how you connect with that support that you've chosen. Be aware of the floor supporting you, the chair or sofa supporting you. Be here now. And be aware of your arms. Where do your arms want to be right now? Do they want to be down by your side? Do they want to reach out in opposite directions in a big T? Do they want to rest on the chest or the belly? And notice how you can still create some edge in this posture. It is a sensation in your body, maybe an arising of thought or emotion in your body or your mind. Is it the silence? Is your edge the opportunity to let go and slow down? If you have your arms down by your side or out in that big T, maybe bring the hands to the belly or chest. Maybe your edge is self-connection to self, to that therapeutic touch. How does edge show up for you here? Be aware of it. Breathe into it. Be here now. Be here with the body, with breath. You experiencing you right now. Notice where there is effort, where there is no effort. Shine a light of awareness on those places where there is effort in your body. And shine a light on those places where there is no effort happening in your body. Notice both. Just breathe, feel, and notice here and now. And what's happening now? And take 2 or 3 more breaths and begin to let this go. And begin to use your right hand to give your left hand a massage, starting on the fingers, moving into the palms and the wrists. And just feel that contact of right hand to left hand. And then use that right hand to give your left hand a massage. Your left hand to give your right hand a massage. Feel your bones and your fingers, your skin, your fingernails. And then begin to give your arms a massage. Feeling the forearms and the elbows, and move up into the biceps and the triceps, and make your way up into the shoulders. Give your shoulders a massage. Maybe you massage the back of your neck. Massage your face. As your hands come in contact with the body, be aware of your body. What part of your body is your hand massaging right now? And slide down. Maybe you give your chest a massage, and then your organs and your belly, and be aware of belly. Give your hips a massage, or maybe you reach behind and give your lower back a massage. But stay aware of your body as your hands move. Maybe you bring the knees into the chest and give your legs a massage, the backs of your thighs, your calves, your shins. Maybe you bend your legs so you can reach down for your feet and give your feet a massage. Breathe, feel, and notice you, your body, awareness of body with every touch. And then begin to let this go and start to picture in your mind's eye what type of shape would support you for a meditation today. I'd like to offer you the option to sit in the chair or the sofa that you used for this last posture. Or maybe you want to sit on the floor, or maybe you want to start lying down. Notice any desires that may arise as you're invited to find this posture. Notice how the body communicates with you to let you know what posture feels right today. What props do you want or need? What layers do you want or need? How do you know this? And when you arrive in your meditation posture, close your eyes and soften your gaze and just breathe. Breathe into now. Be aware of your body connected to itself. Be aware of the surface beneath you and your body's contact with that surface. You here and now. Breath in and breath out. Begin to notice where breath enters the body and notice where breath exits the body. Every breath an opportunity to receive and release. Be aware of you breathing into the body. Maybe even body breathing each breath. Every cell in your being absorbing one breath and then another, receiving and releasing. Let your breath flow naturally, effortlessly. Notice the shape of your breath, the texture of it. Notice how it flows with and without awareness. Breath just happening naturally. And then bring even more awareness to your breath as you inhale and expand the belly and chest out. And as you exhale, bring the belly and chest back. Notice the effort. Breathe in a couple more times, inhaling and exhaling. Become even more aware of your breath so you begin to notice its temperature, what it feels like as it enters your body, and the shape that it takes as it moves through your body. Where does it flow? And begin to notice the pause at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. And next time you inhale, be aware of that pause at the top. And next time you inhale, pause within that pause. Maybe just for a second. And let it go. Breath in and breath out. And next time you exhale, be aware of the pause at the bottom of your exhale. Just notice it. Next time you exhale, dwell at the bottom of that exhale. and let it go. Breath in and breath out. And then connect even deeper. Tune in even more to you. See if you can become aware of your heartbeat. Let things get so still and so quiet. That heartbeat gets louder. Breath in and breath out. Life happening, one heartbeat, one breath at a time. Sometimes with effort, sometimes without effort. Breathe, feel, notice, be here, be aware. You being you, the experience of you. And start to come out of the present moment and go back through this class. Notice what insight or wisdom might be emerging for you. Maybe it's around the theme of awareness, maybe it's around something else. It could be a thought, an image, an idea, a song, a color. And it may not emerge yet, and that's okay too. You can continue to use the tool of awareness, and you'll know when it arrives. And bring one hand up to acknowledge yourself and the opportunity for this wisdom to emerge for you. And then begin to look ahead and ask yourself, how can this wisdom and insight inform your life? The next right action. How is this meaningful? And see what emerges. And then bring your other hand up to your chest. Connect with yourself here, both hands in contact with the chest. One last time, you being you, aware of you, before we close this practice. Take a breath that feels deep to you. And keeping your hands where they are, or finding a gesture of prayer, bow the head down. Maybe send gratitude, love, or a silent prayer out to yourself, your body, your being, all the parts of you that have supported your practice today, to the wisdom that arose or may still be yet to come, letting it know it is welcome when it is time to arrive. Be aware of your experience and know it is exactly right for you. Take your time coming back to your space, moving slowly and mindfully. Taking another breath. Thank you for letting me guide this practice for you. May the universe guide you. May Mother Earth support you. And may you honor and cherish the divine light within you and within all beings. Namaste.